All right. Welcome back, traders. How's everybody doing this evening? Hopefully you guys had a wonderful weekend. What's happening in these markets, guys? What do you guys think? To me, well, we just back tested 18.4 as resistance, right? We came up, back tested it, saw some price action reversal right here, right back to the downside, right, on Bitcoin. Right, so we're coming back down to these range lows, 16.5. We're still in this bear flag. Yeah, that's not a good candle, man. Not a good candle close for Bitcoin this week. What are your guys' thoughts in the chat? Happy holidays, everybody. Yes. Let's see if we can get some tunes on here. Let's hear what everybody has to say. What do you guys think, man? You guys think we're going to see 14K or even $10,000 Bitcoin? Or do you guys think that this quick rejection right here is just going to mean nothing? What do you guys think? Or wait for you guys' responses before I go into my technical analysis. IJ Money thinks 10 to 12K range. I'm Kim says sub 10K. We'll wait for everybody to pop in. I know I just started the stream, so. Yo. 2023 going to rip a new bull market. All right, well, 2023 is not too far away. We're about, 13 days away from that? Clean break of the 4-year cycle, I'd expect. Okay. 96.50 CME gap, a magnet. Wow, all right. Well, we only have about 7 people on tonight, so I guess this is it. Hey, if somebody could do me a monster favor, I'm actually live on Facebook and LinkedIn. Can somebody check to see if those are actually working? Let's see. I'm not sure if they're actually live. Anyways, yeah, I'll get to the analysis here in a second. World Cup hangovers, yeah. It says I'm live on LinkedIn, but I don't know that I see it. Bear with me, guys. Just want to make sure. I'm live on all platforms right now. Something I'm trying to make sure of this time around, because I feel like I need to be heard. Let's see. I think I am live on those other platforms. Bear with me. That's right. That's right. Hang on a second. All right, cool. I think I am live on all those different platforms, but cool. All right, so Bitcoin still below the 200-week moving average, right? Like making this nasty candle here, this rejection candle at 18.4. We talked about a retest of 18.4. Remember, we did talk about that. We talked about this area being tested. We got rejected here. This was the CPI data that came in, or CPI report, right? So what's interesting though is right now futures market is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's up a lot, but it's up a little bit, right? DXY is down a little bit, although I do see some interesting things happening on DXY that isn't necessarily favorable for Bitcoin and what's happening on these charts right now. Turn this watermark off for a second. All right, so where are we heading right now here in the short term? I'm going to go ahead and say that we might just consolidate here for a bit before we actually come to some sort of decision if we're going to go retest the bottom of the range, which it obviously looks like we're going to come down to test this, right? 15.9 looks like we probably come and test this again. We're in this range, pretty clear range right now, and it is what it is, right? So that weekly candle, displaying and showing to us the rejection at that 18.4 region. We didn't even really get to the major resistance level, which was like, 18.9 to 19.2K. But yeah, we're sort of flatlining, consolidating here right now, holding, 16.5, 16.7 region. Technically, we're making higher lows than these lows, okay? That's the only positive thing I could say right now about this price action is that we haven't broke these lows, okay? We have 4-hour RSI sitting around 34. All right, so yeah, bearish territory, but we do have the possibility and chance to come back up. We did reject the bearish control zone on the daily chart. We're sitting around 42 on the daily RSI. If we go to the weekly chart, we're still way down in the dumps down here, sitting around 32 on the RSI. So it's difficult. It's difficult right now to say, hey, we're going to see like a ton more downside. We can see some more downside. If we go to like monthly charts, we can still say and see that we have room to come down on the monthly. This is the lowest RSI reading that Bitcoin's ever seen on the monthly chart. Serious Binance Tether issue sub $3,500 Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean that would be terrible. That'd be terrible to see. But nonetheless, totally possible. Not ruling any of this stuff out, right? So that's why we're here. We're here to discuss what we're seeing on these charts, and yeah, I mean it would be really insane, man, to see some crazy stuff happen with the price of Bitcoin right now, and we're gonna go through this. Okay, we're gonna go through this with you guys. So we're gonna take a brand new chart. We obviously clearly broke this major channel up. All right, we broke it. This was a long-term channel up that we were in for the last couple cycles already on Bitcoin, right? So it's really like a magnet, looking like we're going to come down to test 12.8 or 13K. It's pretty clear there on the monthly chart, all right? We go to the weekly, you can also kind of see that. It's just kind of bearishly consolidating here. Yeah, I mean, the interim, short-term, PTC goes to zero, everybody will come rich. I don't know about all that, but yeah, I mean, this is kind of the premise of what we're saying here and seeing here is, we could come down to test this $13,000-$14,000 region in time, right? We don't know how long this is going to take. We could just sit around here, chop around. We could even try to test this resistance again before really rejecting it again, and then really getting nasty dump. Okay. This long-term channel up has been breached, man. It is unfortunate. Yeah, it's, we're getting daily cross down here on the MACD. Everything to me right now is kind of saying, hey, we're going to see some more downside on the oscillators anyway. All right. Yeah, cycle repaint chart saying we're close to this bottom, all right? But again, the cycle repaint chart is only based off of the 2018 cycle, okay? Crypto market has never seen quantitative tightening equities market, all right? It's only seen bull market. Only seen bull market, all right? So our monthly support really rests around 13.8K, and that to me seems like a feasible area for us to really touch, because this region right here, this region right here is just makes a lot of sense, right? This region right here makes a lot of sense. Let me go to regular candles on this on the Fibonacci levels here. Okay. So if we were just to fib from the previous cycle top to the previous cycle low, we're going to get some areas of confluence here, and we're going to be able to kind of see and overlap where we're at. So we're below the 1272 fib extension. So yeah, 14,000 would be the retest of this previous breakout area, which would make a lot of sense for us to come and test, unless we magically just start reversing here. I don't know how that. I mean, we could just make a higher low here and maybe make a double bottom. Again, we'd have to be in like a really, we'd have to be in like a super strong macro environment for that to happen, right? I mean, we could not even come and test the weekly 200-day moving average around 20.4K. All right, so we got issues right now with Bitcoin for sure. Yeah, it doesn't look bullish, man. Doesn't look bullish. Doesn't look bullish, unfortunately. None of this stuff looks bullish right now. I'm cutting out this top because this was that double top that we made on this channel. Okay. So that's pretty close. I mean, we're not even able to get to the top of this channel. Pretty weak price action. Pretty weak price action. Well, to be fair, we've been in a recession already. So there's that. We've been in a recession already. Just getting warmed up. Yeah, I mean, you could say that. We had a nasty rejection candle last week for the S&P. Yeah, we'll see how the recession really impacts the market. I unfortunately have nothing good to deliver here. Now we'll look at the S&P, and we're gonna see, right? So we had this nasty rejection candle last week. We came out to the 200-week moving average and rejected it. A strong rejection candle. I mean, we came right back into the area where we were looking at. Okay. We were holding this channel up here since the October low, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't look good. To me, this looks like a massive rising wedge or a massive channel, but rising wedge structure here on the S&P. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, news is just a driver, right, or a catalyst for the price action. So we're probably not going to see any good news come in until the price action or the technicals look good, right? This doesn't look good right here. We had weekly bearish divergence play out here on the S&P, and you can see on the MACD, this doesn't look good, man. This doesn't look good at all. This looks absolutely awful, right? A high and a lower high on the MACD oscillator, and the price action dictating that, right? We're getting a nasty rejection off the weekly 200-week moving average. Not good. Not good. Monthly bearish engulfing candle right now here on the S&P. Tough to be bullish right now, guys. Although everyone's bearish, so there's that. Everyone's bearish. All YouTubers are bearish. Oh, yeah, we could be in for some tough times in the markets anyway. Socks. Is that a ticker or something? Okay. Semiconductor ETF. Yeah, man. Rejecting the 200-week moving average last week. Stochastics pointing down now here on the weekly chart. Eek. That doesn't look good, dude. That doesn't look good at all. There's still many moon boys out there. Yeah, of course there are. There's always gonna be moon boys out there, right? Yeah, but I don't think we're going to get any sort of rallies right now, man. Just no argument for it right now. You know, it's trying to round out. You can see like we came down. We got a nice little rally up. It could come back down to back test this. You know, your hope is that we make a double bottom and then run, right? But what happens if you come down here and break it and then back test it as resistance? Then you're looking at new lows. So tough to be a buyer right here. BNB, I'll take a look at it. Still holding this rectangle, man, right? But definitely broke this long-term trend line. Weekly looks like shit. Looks like it's gonna roll over. Gala, sure. Let's take a look at it. Week. Nothing to talk about here, man. Bearish engulfing candle last week. Pretty much at the low, right? From where you opened on this asset. 100% retrace. Tough to be bullish on anything here. What's going on, Angel? Yeah, weekly becoming oversold, right? That's the range, man. That's the range for ETH, yeah. So this is what we're looking at on ETH, right? We're in this bearish rectangle. Kind of bouncing around in here, right? I mean, you can also see it as a descending triangle. You can also see it as, hey, we're getting close to these range lows. We got a rejection here off the median trend line. And if we do get more downside, we're looking at basically this range, right? So this flag, right? This flag down. Right? This would take us into that $600 range for ETH. 550, 600 bucks if we get a breakdown. If we get a break up, well, just reverse the target. So like 2,400 be the target. Tough to really be bullish right now, guys. Below the 200-week moving average, nasty rejection candle last week. Probably going to see some follow through price action on that. If we see follow through price action, we're going to test the bottom of the range again, right? All right, let's look at Tether because that's really what we need to look at. Tether closing a weekly bullish engulfing candle, right? We still technically didn't make a higher high on Tether. But yeah, man, really tough to think that this isn't going to continue higher. I mean, it looks like this is an ascending triangle and it's trying to break out of this range right now, right? And you can clearly see that Tether coiled up here, sitting at 67 on the weekly RSI. We had TTM squeeze trigger north here, and yeah, man, it doesn't look good. It's not a rising wedge, dude. It's a channel, and we have 1, 2 touch points up here, 3 touch points up here. It's not a rising wedge. It's actually an ascending triangle. All right, and we can't really be bullish on this market until we break this major trend line, right? This major trend line has been holding up since April. Okay, you can really draw this all the way from back here if you really want to, right? This trend line right here, as long as this isn't broken, we're in a bear market, okay? We're sitting up here at resistance. One could say we could be looking for some long scalps up here, sure. All right. You could scalp longs up here at resistance, but, we could just be looking at some small retracements back up to middle or top of ranges on some of these assets until Tether actually breaks out of here. If Tether breaks out of here, forget your longs, man. They're just going to get rejected. So, yeah, I mean, again, this is a pretty big statement candle right here for Tether. All right. Getting a 3-day stochastic cross up. Two-day chart crossing back up. Yeah, so like I said before, we're coming into some resistance here on Tether. We could get some nice retracements for some assets that are probably going to get some nice moves up, right? OP, yeah, sure. Let's look at it. OP came down to the bottom of that triangle, man. So came down to the bottom of the triangle, and we're most likely going to see OP retrace back up, especially with what I'm talking about here in the short term for Tether. Yeah, so OP, kiss the bottom of this trend line here, all right? Yeah, all right. symmetrical triangles break to the upside 60% of the time, but if the macro is bearish, then this is going to break down, okay? And it's tough to be bullish, man. And we're getting like 2-day movements down here. Stochastic still pointing down on the 2-day chart. 3-day chart also pointing down. Daily chart already down here on the stochastic. So we could be, short term, getting towards this bottom here. We could be maybe round out a little bit. Sitting on support around that 92 region. All right. It'll be interesting to see, man, if Tether really breaks out this week or not. If Tether gets rejected here, we're going to see these assets rally back up. So I would say over the course of the next, hours, maybe the next day, we could see some retracements to retest or backtest areas where we broke down from to be retested. Either, hopefully not as resistance, but it would make sense for this area to be tested and retested as resistance for OP before, then proceeding further down. Okay. DXY daily looks like we're rounding out here on the daily. Okay, we can see this coiling up on the RSI, which means to me we could see the DXY go up a bit. Sure, I can check out AVAX and then CHC. Let's see. Crypto Greg, absolutely, man, no problem. Absolutely. I wouldn't call this a double bottom per se on AVAX here. I mean, also be aware this is one of those assets that Grayscale is offloading right now. That's the other thing that sucks, guys, is Grayscale Trust having to unload a lot of their positions to cover their loans, okay? But yeah, I mean, we could get a rally off this low, man. We're just stuck in this bear flag range right now for AVAX, right? This isn't bullish, man. This is a bear flag. We're at the bottom of a range. We could see AVAX go to the top of the range. Sure. Let's go back up to 14 bucks and get rejected, man, and then go lower. All right? That can happen. That's not a bullish thing, though. That's like what a bear flag is. None of these structures are in bullish structures right now. Okay. The only one that's actually potentially in a structure that I could see maybe going higher if this area doesn't get rejected is OP, because this is in a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangles break to the upside 60% of the time. But it's really tough for an asset to rally when the whole market isn't rallying. Okay. Yeah, Matic is in a layer 2 also. So some of these layer 2s are performing quite well. All right. Matic is, of course, one of them. Yeah, Matic holding the daily, or what is that? Yeah, Matic holding the daily 200 moving average. So that's great. We did get this rising wedge to play out. It didn't break back down to the bottom, but it came back down to the daily 200-day moving average. So maybe this could come back up, like what I'm saying, to maybe retest these levels. But we're not bullish on Matic until we break out of this channel. Okay. So Matic can do whatever the F it wants over here. This isn't necessarily a bullish thing. Okay. Bullish when we break out and we backtest as support. That's when we can really see Matic go a lot higher. Okay. Right now, I can just dance around here and do a bunch of nothing and blah, 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 test the top of this range, reject, $1 and then come back down. Dude, who cares? Who cares? Unless you're scalp trading these markets, man, it's like almost not even worth it. It's not, you know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing on Matic. All right, so CHZ, let me check that out. CHZ downsloping channel broke the neckline. Awful. We could see CHZ come back down to 10 cents, even 8 cents, test this low, okay? Again, can't be bullish on CHZ until you break out of the channel. Hex. Look at Hex. If you guys are enjoying the content here and appreciating what I'm teaching and showing you guys, make sure you guys smash up the like button. If you guys, if you guys are enjoying the content, definitely please make sure you do that. I try to give you guys as much free advice and free analysis and insight as I can to help you guys better see what's happening on these charts. All right, Hex coin sitting at a support. Nothing good happening here, man. Doesn't look good either. Let's see. Like that's your major, your major trend line here for Hex. I guess you could see it as a channel. You got enough touch points here to really construe that. It's yeah. Here you go. So this thing is so weak that it can't even go up to test the 200-day moving average. And that's it. You're sitting at a support level. Maybe you go up to test, 3 cents on this nice little oversold pump we might get. On a lot of these 4-hour, 8-hour charts look oversold, right? And Tether is at resistance, so we could see some assets come out of oversold territory before maybe rolling over and going lower, okay? Weekly RSI pointing down, sitting at 33. Yeah, man, I unfortunately don't have really good news for you guys, unfortunately. And here's your Hex, man. All right, what else you guys got? Ton USDT crypto, Greg. Sure, I'll check that out. What's that on? KuCoin? Nice. This coin looks good. Here you go. A bullish coin. You broke a trading range, right? Be careful in some of these coins on these. Yeah. Oh. Here you go. There's your trading range broken. Total 2. Yeah, we'll check it out. So this has a 36% measured move. Well, looks like we did that move. Maybe even exceeded it. So I'd be careful in this one. Looks like it's already done its measured move. Okay. Total 2, Tesla, and Pulse Dogecoin. Great. Total 2. Total 2 bouncing off the daily support. Weekly candle below support, breaking below support. Yeah, coming back down to test this low. Still below the 200-week moving average. I have some areas circled here. If we start breaking below 424 billion, there's really nothing here. This thing went straight up, so it can come straight down, right? Sure, we looked at the S&P a bit. We can look at Pulse, Doge, NASDAQ, and I guess the Dow. Look at, right? Yeah, man, Pulse Dogecoin. See, like this actually looks not bad, right? It's in an uptrend. Careful though, you're right at a neckline here. Yeah, as long as you hold above 850, you're good, man. You could see 23 bucks in time. NASDAQ. Nasty rejection on the weekly candle. I mean, like this just looks a lot like the S&P and all the other Let's see. Yeah, this rejection at the 200-week moving average last week was pretty ugly. Yeah, we're still in the parameters of this channel up, man. So if we break this channel up, it could get really ugly for the S&P. That looks like a bear flag, man. Looks like a bear flag. NASDAQ, bear flag. Dow Jones. The Dow Jones Industrial. The Dow Jones is actually above its 200-day moving average, okay? Unlike the other indices. It's also above its 200-week moving average, unlike the other indices. So this is outperforming. The Dow is outperforming the other indices right now. So the Dow might come back down to retest the 200-week moving average, which would definitely be in the cards. It came up and made a lower high. I want to guess that's a 78.6% retrace from this swing low to swing high. Like pretty much to perfection. We've touched the 78.6 retracement. We're going to come back down to test 32.4. Man, if that holds, that's great, but we'll see. So yeah, back test of the support region for the Dow, and we'll see what happens there. I mean, this is obviously a looks like I don't know if we got any harmonic structures there, but 78.6% retracement. That's an area we could see a reversal at. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can see the momentum oscillators are kind of curling over here. Weekly crossing down. We could see some nastiness happen this week. We'll see. But we'll see. I mean, obviously, it had enough momentum to rally through this. So maybe it actually bases out up here and, you know, consolidates before going higher. This would be bullish stuff if we saw this happen for the Dow. All right. So let's pray for the Dow holding up the rest of the market, because that's what it seems like is happening right now. All right. Sure, absolutely, Toe. That's really all I got. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about right now in terms of the markets. We could look at, oh yeah, Tesla. There you go. Yeah, broke that neckline, man. There it is. We were talking about this happening. That head and shoulders pattern playing out. Beautiful. Came up to back test the channel and dump it, right? Would you look at that? It's like I already had it mapped out on the chart. Yeah, man, Tesla could come all the way back down to 40 bucks. Did you imagine that? $40 Tesla? Hey, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, man. Soul, absolutely, Crypto Greg. Let's check it out. Check it out. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Crypto Greg. He always comes on here and tips me, man. I really effing appreciate that. So thank you so much for doing that, brother. I really do appreciate that. Phantasma. This coin's at its opening price on KuCoin. I don't know. Is this the right chart? Soul. Okay, that's not it. I assume it's KuCoin we're looking at, right, man? Thanks so much, Crypto Greg. I really do appreciate that, and I definitely recognize your name. I know you've been here for a long time, so again, I appreciate you and you staying loyal to watching me on YouTube. There's plenty of other YouTubers out there, so I appreciate all of you guys coming in. So we triggered a weekly, looks like a weekly short last week on this asset. We could be going lower, man. I mean, this coin doesn't do anything good for society, I assume. So we could be going to 5 cents if we get movements down, right? So we could just sit in this range, between, where we're at, 14 and 18, 19 cents before, right? Like this is bear flag stuff. In a bear flag. Could this be the bottom? Man, you're hoping it's the bottom, right? It's at the lows that it opened at in July of 2021. Everything's wrecked, yeah. Dot's wrecked because it's one of the grayscale assets, right? So all the grayscale assets are being liquidated piecemeal, right? They don't want to just completely annihilate the market, even though this market's already annihilated. But ETH is going to get annihilated. That's another asset that they have. ETH and Bitcoin are probably the last two that they annihilate. Okay. All right. So Dot, we want to look at Dot, or well, let's finish looking at this one. So if I was to trade this, okay. Which I don't think there's any real way to trade this other than buying it. So, I mean, it's low risk to buy some here, sure, but like, is it going to just trade in this range and then leg down? Yeah, it can do that. This is a bear flag, right? So you could be looking at 5 cents at some point. And I don't know if this asset's a long-term viable project either. So, maybe save the speculating for like Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? Because we know those assets aren't going to go to zero. They actually have use case. So just be mindful of where you're putting your money, man, But yeah, this is a classic bear flag scenario. So maybe watch what it does when it gets to the top of the range again. If it really starts to break the top of the range, then beautiful. Then we can go up to test 18, 19 cent region again. All right, we'll take a look at Dot. Hey, Tebek, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm doing well, bro. How about you? Awesome. I just did that one actually, brother. You can look at it again. It's not too much going on right now. Yeah, so this one's in a nice uptrend, right? We broke the trading range. We exceeded the trading range, so just be careful. We're overbought. We're showing daily bearish divergence here. We did get a daily stochastic cross up. There's not much data on this coin, but we're in a bear market, man. So if you're in profit, just take your profits. Don't try to catch a... when do I see us bottoming in crypto? Probably when we get some sort of clarity on regulation and Tether topping out. Could be soon. Probably by Q1, my guess. We're probably getting close to maybe a bottom. I would say maybe get another leg down. We'll see. 13K region. This region right here looks pretty good. On-chain metrics are saying that, you know, we have lots of accumulation happening right now, which is great. We're not going to see the price really reflect that until we get closer to the halving, right? Yep. I mean, we are definitely in the zone of where you want to be buying Bitcoin, all right? Well, for the long-term perspective, anyway. But if you notice, every cycle on the RSI has been getting weaker and weaker, all right? Same to you, brother. Happy holidays, man. Happy holidays. What else we got, guys? You guys have anything else you guys want to look at tonight? I'm feeling in a very giving, sharing mood. Not that I'm not a giving and sharing person, but yeah, I'd love to give you guys some more insight, for sure. Pax Gold, sure, we'll take a look at it. Gold and silver, yep. Gold making a golden, looks to be like a golden cross on the weekly chart here. Getting a cross up right on gold. Nice monthly doji reversal candle there for gold. And we could see gold come back up to the top of the range soon. Gold looking good. Silver, I would also say looking good. All right. Nice cup and handle structure. This probably won't play out until I'm dead, but hey, man, cup and handle structure, still in it, making higher lows on the monthly charts. Silver looking good. All right. Near Protocol is another one of those assets that they've been liquidating. Absolutely wrecked, dude. Nothing good about this chart right here. Nothing good about it. Could see $1.21 pretty soon here. That's the 236 fib extension. If we reverse this to look at the value areas, would probably be down at the 886 or maybe even 100% retracement if this coin has any viability or strength in this market. But I want to go through Bitcoin dominance here for a minute because everyone's talking about altcoins, but do we really want to be in altcoins right now when Bitcoin dominance is down here at the range low? Historically speaking, we don't. We want to be in altcoins when Bitcoin dominance is at range highs, okay? So if you remember back during the bull market, we had the DeFi pump here. This was the top of the range for Bitcoin dominance, right? This was a massive altcoin rally here, right? So we're going to see altcoins bleed until Bitcoin dominance gets back up to maybe 48%. And then we could see altcoins start to rally after Bitcoin dominance comes off, and we could make a lower low on Bitcoin dominance this next cycle. All right, something to pay attention to. We're still down here, guys. Altcoins probably aren't a buy until we get towards a major resistance level at or for a Bitcoin dominance. All right. Just be aware of that. I think that's something you guys should be paying attention to. It's certainly something that I'm watching, even though I've been nibbling on some altcoins that I think are going to be good long term. But I could be bag holding for a while. All right. XPT, never heard of that one. We'll take a look at it. Algorand, DYDX, Filecoin, Link. Oh, we got to look at Pax Gold. Pax Gold's the same as gold, man. We just looked at gold, if you don't mind, Wild Man. Link and Filecoin. Got the targets. We're in a range. So Link has been in a trading range here for quite some time. This to me is a bear flag, okay? And we have it. We break this. We break this bear flag to the downside. We're looking at a $5 target, $5 region here for Chainlink. All right, if we just use our range tool or our price range tool, we're looking at 40% downside here on Link. You may not do the whole move, but it actually brings us right down to 350. Imagine that. That is where we might end up for Chainlink if we get continued movements down. All right, Filecoin. I mean, this coin's just trash, dude. Like, it literally hasn't done anything since, it made this top in March. Okay, bear flag. Look, what do you know? It broke the bear flag, man, and it hit the fucking target. I even had it circled. Craziness. Crazy. Not really. All right. So yeah, it did its bear flag move. It could now come back up to retest and back test this as resistance before maybe making its last leg down to the 1618 level, which is right around that $1.40 region. This does not look like a good chart. I would not want to buy it. DYDX. This one went on a little bit of a run before getting annihilated. But we'll take a look at it. So we had this wedge break. It came back down. It came up to 50-day moving average, rejected it, which is that 236 fib extension, meaning like, hey man, the bottom's not in. This thing didn't get back above this level, and now we're just kind of bear flag down here in this range, okay? This is a bear flag. All right. You want to call it a bottoming rectangle? Sure, bottoming rectangle or a bear flag. You can literally trade it in the parameters of the ranges, okay, for this one. Easy to trade an asset like that looks like this. Algorand. Yikes. I think I had a different chart. This was an ascending broadening formation that that actually played out, right? So you had something like this, this ascending broadening formation that played out to the downside, right? These usually play out to the downside, and yeah, your measured move was the top to bottom here, like a 52% move down, and I think you pretty much achieved that, or damn near. Yeah, so you could just consolidate bearishly down here for a bit, maybe come up to back test this area, this 27-cent region, as probably resistance for now. We're not in a bull market. We've actually broken the 236 fib extension, which is awful. This asset really just looks awful. Nothing good about this asset right now, right down here. It could go lower, man. It could go to test 9 cents in time. What is the lowest fib level I'd ape into? Depends on the asset, man. Like if it's an asset that just doesn't perform well, why even bother? Why even bother? We're not in a risk-on environment right now, so like I wouldn't even be looking at altcoins. If anything, just look for Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. You want to be buying crypto, just look at Bitcoin, maybe ETH, but ETH in the same boat as altcoins, unfortunately. Like let's look at the ETH BTC chart, because ETH BTC has historically been outperforming, which it still looks okay. It's still making higher lows against Bitcoin. All right, but this might start to roll over, right? Like the weekly chart looks like it's kind of just lingering here. Isn't really doing much. Stochastics look like they're pointing down. We're getting a cross down here on the MACD candle. It's just not really, it's not really doing anything up here. It's just sitting. This doesn't look good. Doesn't look good, right? Seems like I must take some tough decisions. Yeah, or you must make some tough decisions. Yeah. Yeah, man. Trading this market's a tough thing right now for sure. Sitting sidelines is probably the best thing you can do. Hex BTC, yeah, we can look at it, man. SHIB coin. You really want to look at SHIB, bro? How about for any coin that's less than a $50 market cap, $2 to look at? Is that too much to ask? $2. I already gave you guys my insight on a lot of these assets already, so I don't know. I'm sure I'll lose viewership now that I said that, but that's okay. Some YouTubers charge $20 a ticker. Just saying. Did I say $2 market cap? What? No, I said $2 a ticker. $2 tip for ticker. Per ticker. Hex BTC. No real edge on this chart, man. Let's go to the monthly. I mean, it's still in a flag, right? It's in a wedge, bro. Maybe. Not enough data, really. But maybe. Did 50% retracement. Swing on, swing low against Bitcoin. Anywho, we've been live for an hour. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Did I check ADA and XRP? No, I didn't check them. I can check them. ADA. Yeah, broke candle right through the 50% retracement level. Bear flag, not looking good on the weekly chart there. It could come up to back test, 28-cent region. See how you do down the retest, right? But that's a nasty candle, brother. XRP. Yeah, falling below the previous weekly candle. Still holding above the major support at 32 cents. Not doing a hell of a lot. Burns, are you for real, man? Do you have a vested interest in Dogecoin? Don't answer that. Well, here you go, bro. Doge. Still a down sloping channel. I mean, in theory, you can say it's making higher lows than the range lows in October. Right? You're holding this support. Can't be bullish, though, until it really breaks out of that channel. Right? No, nice. Probably should have taken some profit on that move up to 15 cents, brother. Doesn't look too hot, man. Looks like it's going to come down. You want to short stuff at top of channels, all right? So you have some downside. You could see 6-cent Doge. All right. Absolutely. We're sitting at a support right now, so could bounce here too. And we could get a bounce to a lower high, touch the channel and reject it again before going lower. Yeah, we're actually we're finalizing this script here for our swing bot, so this should be interesting to test out. All right. All right. So right now on the hourly, we're long on Doge. All right. So hourly is long on Doge right now. And we have some short-term upside. Like I said, tether at a resistance. We got some oversold stuff happening on 4-hour and 8-hour charts. We could be looking at an oscillation back up to back test and retest those areas where we broke down from. All right. All right. Thanks again, guys, for tuning into the stream tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. Make sure you guys leave a like. Definitely leave a comment. Those always help, all right? Leave a comment in the comment section after the stream. And that's all I got, man. If you guys think I can do something else in these shows to make them better, more lively, or more beneficial to others, definitely drop some feedback. We appreciate it, all right? Hopefully you guys have a nice week, and we'll catch you guys next week. Thank you guys again. You guys have a wonderful evening.